your dreams.
Hey, how's it going, guys? Welcome back to another Zenless Zone Zero video, and today I'm just going to be talking about our weapons worth pulling for in the world of Zenless Zone Zero. By the way, if you happen to like the content, feel free to leave a like and subscribe. There is no real wrong or right answer when it comes to our weapons worth pulling for in Zenless Zone Zero. It's really going to be up to you to decide whether weapons are worth pulling for or not. For me, I don't think weapons are worth pulling for because I'm more interested in the characters, their design, their bakeries. I have no intention of pulling any weapons in this game, mostly because the weapons, just look at the weapons in this game, right? They look like fucking Pokeballs. If I wanted to look at Pokeballs, I just boot up any Gen 3 Pokemon game and onwards. I personally myself don't really have any intention of pulling for the weapons in this game. Not to mention, you don't really like, it's not like Genshin or Wuthering Waves in which you can like see the weapon. But I think in this game, if a character has their signature weapon, I think their hair will glow or something. I'm not 100% sure. That's something that I've heard. If you're only interested in collecting the characters, you probably don't need to worry about pulling for the weapons. Not to mention, this game does have a signal shop. Basically, whenever you pull on the banners, you basically get currency, and you can use that currency to exchange for a few things. You can exchange for 5-star standard weapons in the signal shop. So if you save up the currency, which I do believe is called residual signals, you can basically get a free 5-star weapon if you just save those up. I used up some of mine already. I wanted to buy Lucy because I just really wanted Lucy. But this signal shop thing is very good for free-to-plays. You don't necessarily need to pull for the limited weapon, right? You basically have this signal shop that can basically hook you up with a free 5-star weapon. Even though it is a standard weapon, it's still pretty good, better than most A-ranked weapons. So this game is actually pretty free-to-play friendlier than I thought. I remember when I first reviewed ZZZ, we still were kind of like in the dark when it comes to whether this game will be pretty free-to-play friendly, and I think it's safe to say that ZZZ is pretty free-to-play friendly for having this kind of shop to help out free-to-plays getting 5-star weapons. Now, if you do care about account strength, weapons are definitely going to be worth pulling for. Weapons are typically, especially like the limited 5-star weapons, they're typically like a 10 or 20% boost for the character. Not like a huge amount, but it still is a pretty decent amount. If you care about account strength, either you just like having strong characters or you care about clearing the Shiyu defense, I do think pulling for the limited 5-star weapons are pretty worthy. Even if you are using a standard weapon, having the limited weapon is a pretty decent increase of the character's strength, especially since they make the limited weapons cater to whoever's on rate up, because it will entice people to pull on the weapon banner. For example, Zhu Huan's weapon basically has crit damage as a substat. Zhu Huan also gets crit damage in her passive skills as well, so she's basically getting more crit damage if you have her signature weapon. Not to mention, it'll also increase ether damage, something that she is aligned with, and she also gets like a free 50% crit rate from the weapon itself. So the weapon is basically catered to Zhu Huan only. No other real DPS character at the moment can really make use out of that weapon. Actually, nobody can really make use out of that weapon because it's an attacking only weapon. With the class system in place, you know, Nicole won't be able to use it. So if for whatever reason you do decide to pull for the weapon first before the character, you better make sure you at least get to the limited character along with the limited weapon. Anyways, whether you're free to play or you just want to collect characters, you at least have the signal shop to hook you up with a free 5-star weapon if you wanted to. And if you're spending for more account strength, then you're basically good to go, right? As long as you spend responsibly, you should be fine. One advice I also want to give out is never fucking build pity, right? If you're building pity, you're not actually building pity. You're just an addict that needs to stop. You should never build pity on any of these motherfucking banners because you're basically just setting up yourself for failure. It's basically the equivalent of an alcoholic that's trying to stop quitting alcohol, but they go to the bar to order water or orange juice. That's basically what you're doing when you're building pity. You're basically setting yourself up for failure. Anyways, that's gonna be the end of this video. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. Do you guys pull for weapons? Are you guys free to play? Are you guys spending for weapons? Do you care about account strength more, or do you just want to collect characters? Let me know in the comments, and I will see you guys later.
Bye bye now. Come again soon.